Hi, Dr. Jill Hubbard here, along with Dr. Dave Stoop. And today we're going to talk about some communication differences in partners or marriages. And Dave, it's interesting. I was looking at your book, Smart Love.
That's nice.
Yeah. And I was noticing a section where you talk about two different styles that I think are so common amongst people. And one is the literal communication style, and the other is the inferential communication style. And I can see how people could really have problems. Can you tell us a little
we're
bit?
often attracted to opposites on that. The literal likes the creativity of the inferential. The inferential person likes the predictability of the
Exacting.
literal. But if you marry those that way, it becomes a real issue. But what's interesting, if you get two inferential people together and neither one of them
Okay, so
knows what they're
explain
talking
that.
about.
Explain what that means to be inferential.
Inferential people tend to say less than what they mean and assume that the listener can fill in the gaps.
Okay, and they
'Cause-
don't they need the other person to help them even know the
Even
rest
know
of
the
their
rest
thoughts?
of what they're saying, yeah.
And so it's a relational back and forth. Like, well, no, that's if you're talking to someone who's literal, what my understanding is that they say
what they mean
exactly
and
what they
mean what
mean.
they
There's
say.
nothing more.
Yeah.
It's like period.
Yeah, they put a period at the end, and the inferential has a dash at the end of their conversation.
Right,
And
because
so
there's always more to follow.
But they don't know what the more is. Now, if you give them an hour or two, they might think of the rest of it.
Right.
But if you interact with them and paraphrase and feed back what you've heard them say, then you help them fill in the gaps. And
But if you're literal and you take an inferential person too literally, you'll miss
oh yeah,
half of
but
what they're saying.
they love to say, "But you said,"
Mm-hmm.
and they will try to hold you to what you said. So they have to allow you to add to your story.
Right.
To them, it feels like you're changing the story.
No,
but really
your
you're
thoughts
adding
are
to
evolving.
it. Yeah.
Right?
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
They're evolving. Because it's not like I already know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to hide part of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hidden from me as well.
Right. They don't always know, right?
No.
So the literal person is more black and white,
The inferential person
maybe
is
a more
gray.
maybe a more task kind of person, okay?
Yeah.
Done with that. And then the inferential person, it's within relationship.
And it's
more
interesting.
creative and flowing.
There's probably a lot more literal people than there are inferential people in our culture. And it really isn't male-female, although it feels like it because of what we accuse women of doing
Right.
in communication. But there are literal women and there are inferential men as well. But the predominance seems to be inferential women and literal men. Give us a call at 1-800-NEW-LIFE.